Today's like the toughest day ever. Getting what we have compiled on this stage and what we will be presenting to you is nothing short of a miracle. And I guarantee that there will be a couple of more announcements made before we go on sale. So at the shows themselves this summer, there will be a lot of surprise performances. If you guys connect the dots, there's some pretty big ones to make there. As you heard Supernatural this year, there is quite an important and amazing theme on the main stage this year that we're extremely proud about. For the first time in the history of these artists' very decorated and legendary careers, that they'll be performing albums in their entirety. The idea solidified after this last year's Cypress Hill Smokeout. Cypress performed Black Sunday in its entirety. We were just so blown away and overwhelmed that that was like the full motivation to sit down and speak with all the artists who are on the bill and run the idea by them.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Hey, yo, the bank's a G, all cream down's a bet. What? Liquid sauce, hot sits off the set, it ain't hard to see. I need your degree.
Do the whole album, 36 Chambers, we never did it before. And for me to be involved with Rock the Bells this year, actually, this was, I think, my enticement. It wasn't just to come and do Wu-Tang Clan and all that, because, you know, we did Rock the Bells, you know, before with ODB. And that was actually the last show that we seen whole clan at its entirety. But when we had the idea to do this particular album, that really enticed me, like, yo, I think it's a great idea, Chang, and I'm giving full support. Now, in order for us to do it without ODB, it's not an easy job, you know what I mean? So we haven't really figured out how to pull it off. But I did do Rock the Bells last year as a solo artist, and I was having a lot of fun, and I brought on ODB's firstborn son, whose name is Boy Jones. And if anybody could do Shimmy Shimmy Ya or Shame on a Nigga like ODB, this kid can. That's what I say. I want to say something about hip hop too for y'all that we gotta bear witness to, because sometimes we say old school, new school, and all that. You know, when you go to rock and roll, there's never no old school, new school. Metallica still tours. Rolling Stone still. Willie Nelson, 72 years old, on the road again, baby. We gotta realize that hip hop is music, yo, and there's no age bracket. Even myself, I'm on front. When I first came into hip hop, me and Jill, we used to talk about 30-year-old rappers and older rappers, and like they gotta get out the game because we felt they belonged to the youth. We didn't realize that this music was music that was gonna grow past the first generation, second generation, third generation, and even further. And now that we realize that, we gotta support it like that.
One other major addition to this year's bill, from a lifestyle standpoint, we will be doing Freestyle Sessions, which is a very acclaimed and legendary b-boy showcase and competition. LA and New York will actually be the prelims for the November finals, and in DC and San Francisco there will be showcases. We're sitting down talking about this year's bill. We were like, man, we really need to bring in that element again and showcase it at the level, because people forget, you know, all the elements of hip hop. Having Cros One here representing Freestyle Sessions and integrating that into Rock the Bells, we felt was something that would be amazing for the long term, and it's something that we're gonna grow, and hopefully it'll go around the world with Rock the Bells.
There was actually a leak today in the press that Lauryn Hill would be performing the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Wanted to know if there was any truth to that, if that was something that was ever on the table.
There were a dozen acts coming into today that we were having discussions with. One of the first acts that we approached was Run DMC, and we thought it was gonna happen. And along the way, for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And that happens every day. And there are a lot of other artists that we have approached and speak to, and it gets all the way up to just a couple of minutes before the announcement. Some things happen and some things don't. So personally, from my perspective, I would love to have Lauryn Hill on this bill. At the end of the day, Rock the Bells is not just about what I want or what I dream about or our staff. It's ultimately what the fans want. And it's not just a show. Rock the Bells is a platform. We've called it a platform from day one, and the goal was to make it world class. As long as people like Muggs and Ill Bill get in a studio and take something to the next level, as long as someone like Big Sean and Yelawolf are inspired by 36 Chambers, I'm gonna tell Yelawolf, he could be headlining Rock the Bells 2 years from now.
You don't wanna run if you're in the main ready. Sings to the bulls, beat terrible, incredible, inevitably blow. Good to go, good to go, good to go, good to go. Fresh kicks, new fits, drop hits, didn't party.
Y'all don't know. 2 years ago, we put an MC that no one knew about. His name was B.O.B. He got on Rock the Bells for his cred, for people that said, this kid's legit, Chang, give him a shot. And now he's got like the 2 #1 singles in the country. Great for B.O.B. And you know what? A lot of people are gonna hate on him, like, yo, you can't have B.O.B. this year. We wanted B.O.B. on the bill. He's gonna be in Australia. I would never hate on someone just because they were on the radio, and I wouldn't hate on someone because they weren't. At the end of the day, the staff and everybody works their hardest to put out the best that we can. And I think that in the next couple of weeks, there might be a couple more announcements, and you never know who those announcements will reveal or what they'll reveal.